Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Luis Fernandez with the LRF Group with EWM. Let me ask you a question. Do you own your home? If you do, you probably are very familiar with property taxes. That bill that comes every year, a significant chunk of change that you pay to your local government. What if I told you that you could own your own home and not pay any property tax on it? Sounds pretty good, right? Well, in Florida, that dream might be one step closer in reality. The Florida House of Representatives have just passed a bill that could eliminate property taxes on your primary residence. That's right, zero property tax on your home. This is a huge deal, and if it goes through, Florida would be the first state in the country to do something like this. But is it a brilliant move to make a home ownership more affordable, or a risky gamble that could fund the essential service in your community? Today we're going to break it down. So what exactly is this proposal? It's called the House Joint Resolution 203, or HJR 203 for short. It was introduced by Representative Monique Miller, a Republican from Palm Bay. The initial idea was to phase out property tax over 10 years. The version that passed the House is much more aggressive. It gets rid of non-school property tax on homestead entirely. Now, it's important to understand that this isn't a done deal, not by a long shot. The bill passed the House with a vote of 80-30, mostly along party lines, with Republicans in favor and Democrats against. But it still needs to be approved by the state Senate, and even if it passes the Senate, it then has to go on to the ballot in November, where it needs 60% of the votes to say yes. So there are still a couple of big hurdles to clear. Governor Ron DeSantis, who has been a vocal supporter of this idea, has suggested that it might be better to take a step back and really hash out the details in the special session after the regular legislative session ends. He tweeted, and I quote, "Given that it can be voted on by the people before November, it is better to do it right than to do it quick." So even the governor seems to be tapping the brakes a little. One of the most interesting parts of this proposal is a key condition: counties and cities would not be allowed to decrease funding for law enforcement, firefighters, and other first responders. This is a crucial point, and we'll come back to it in a minute. So what are the arguments for the dramatic tax cut? The main driver is Florida's affordability crisis. The cost of living, especially housing, has been skyrocketing in the state. Proponents of the bill, like Governor DeSantis, argue that eliminating property tax would be a major boost for homeowners and make it easier for people to own their own homes. Last year, the governor said that property taxes effectively require homeowners to pay rent to the government. And you can see the appeal, right? Imagine your monthly housing costs going down by a few $100s or even more. That's a significant savings for the average family. It could be the difference between being able to afford a home and being priced out of the market. For people on the fixed income, like retirees, it could be a game changer. But as you might have guessed, there's another side to the story, a very different side, and it all comes down to one simple question. If you can stop collecting property tax, where does the money come from to pay for all the other things that those tax fund? Florida Revenue Estimate Conference, which is a group of state economists, project that this proposal would blow $13.3 billion hole in the annual budget of local governments. That's a massive amount of money. And it has its opponents of the bill asking some very pointed questions. Representative Rita Harris, a Democrat from Orlando, put it very bluntly during the debate. She said, I'm quoting from the report by the WLRN, "We are defunding the police, we are defunding the fire, and we are defunding the garbage. We are defunding the schools, we are defunding the waste management, we are defunding people cutting their trees during storm season. We are defunding the state of Florida," unquote. Now remember that conditions we talked about earlier. The one that says funding for first responders can't be cut, well, that's designated to address some of these concerns. Oh, I'm sorry, that's designed to address some of these concerns. But critics are skeptical. If you have a $13.3 billion budget shortfall, how do you protect funding for police and fire without making devastating cuts to everything else? Things like parks, libraries, roads, maintenance, and all other services that make the community a good place to live. It is a classical political debate, tax cut versus public service. And in Florida, it's playing out in a very big way. So to sum it up, the Florida House has passed a bill to eliminate property tax on primary homes. It's a move that supporters say will make homeownership more affordable. But critics warn could cripple the local governments and lead to massive cuts in public services. The bill has to pass the Senate and be approved by voters in November. And it's just one of the 7 different property tax cut proposals that have been floated in the Florida legislature this year. It is clear that property tax reform is a hot topic in the Sunshine State. So what's next? We'll be watching to see what the Florida Senate does. Will they pass the bill as it is? Will they try to amend it? Or will they wait for a special session to take a closer look? And that brings us to the big question for all of us, not just Floridians. What do you think? Is this a bold and innovative way to tackle the housing affordability crisis? Or is it a reckless move that will have unintended and damaging consequences? Would you vote for a similar proposal in your state? It's a lot to think about. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to explore the big ideas and debates shaping our world. Until then, take care. All the very best.
What?